Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Kentucky Wildcats will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Wells. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Kentucky. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And now on 1st down after converting with the run. Use the play fake, now to throw. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. He'll keep it himself. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On second down, wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Zings it complete to the right. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Wells. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run, played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And it'll be downed right there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Looking to throw on second down. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He wants to throw it again. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
It's reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, how did he make that move? And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Finds the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Coming after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that pass is intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give from the gun. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Looking to move it through the air. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He leaves it with the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
That full.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Lexington. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. This offense has a 2nd down play. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Floating away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Complete in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick completion on the out. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Going up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Now the play fake. Buys a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback moving. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Right back to it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. 3rd down play from the gun. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And the Rebels will keep this drive going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Steps away to find some room. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the 1st down himself. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. They're bringing heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over, and now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.